Yeah, everyone. I hope all of you are doing good. So this is now we are done with the target costing. I hope you understood the topic. For any kind of confusion, just let me know if you have any doubt, any problem you are facing while solving the numerical questions or anything else, any topic, any theory topic which you couldn't understand. Just let me know. Okay, so now we are going to start with our next topic, which is the target costing. Sorry, target costing we have done. We are going to start with life cycle costing. Uh, you might have heard about product life cycle and the life cycle costing. It was in like intermediate as well, if I'm not wrong. But one thing which I can tell you about this topic, life cycle, it is very easy topic. Okay, but very important topic because both theory questions as well as practical questions could be there in the exam from this topic, life cycle costing. So what I'm going to do, basically, I'm planning to take two lectures on this topic, target life cycle costing. In one, we will complete the theory portion. Theory in the sense I can say all those part which I need to make to understand. That part will complete in this lecture, and along with one question as well. And in next lecture, what we'll do, we'll solve a few practical questions related to target costing. Sorry, life cycle. I don't know why I'm saying target again. So in next lecture, we'll do some of the practical questions of this life cycle costing. And with in these two lectures, our topic would be completed. So basically, what is life cycle costing? Let's start with this. What life cycle costing is. So guys, you might have heard the stages of any product. Okay, it was in economics as well, in your plus one plus two, as well as it was in IPCC as well. So what used to be the stages of any product, any life cycle of a product? So guys, there used to be four stages of any product. The first stage is introduction stage. The second is the growth stage. The third is the maturity stage, and fourth is the decline stage. So if I prepare the graph of any, the life cycle of any product, the graph would be, somewhere like this. Here I can say the sale volume or sale price. No, not price. I would say sale volume or sale. Total sale value. So I'll write sale only. This is sale, and this is the graph. Okay. So basically, what would happen? No, sorry, sale would be here. It is the period over the period. So how we start? We start with introduction stage. So in introduction stage, what would be there in introduction stage? The sale would be low, but we are continuously trying to increase it. We are continuously trying to increase it, and that's why we are doing a lot of expenditure over advertisement, marketings and all things. So all these expenditures at maximum level, it is done on introduction stage. Why? Because we are trying to establish ourselves in the market. That used to happen in any kind of business and any kind of when we start any new establishment. What we used to do, we used to do all kind of marketings. If you remember the launching of Ola and Uber, or I can say Zomato, Swiggy in India, what used to be there? There used to be 60% off, 70% off. That used to be there at that time. So what many of us took a lot of advantage of that thing as well, because we ordered a lot of food at the discounted rate, because we used to get 70% discount. We used to we can get sweets and all at a very cheaper rate. So like there some what during that stage, what happened, that basically Zomato established themselves between the people. Zomato basically proved the people that what was there, that the prices are cheap. The prices are cheap. but the quality is also good. You are getting the taste of the restaurant at your home at a half price. Okay, that thing that Zomato told you that time. Okay, but what they used to do, as and when they proceed ahead, what they did, they basically, you know, keep the, they, continuously reduce the discounted, because why? This time they were planning, they were trying to, they have established themselves, they have already established. Now they are trying to make profit. That's why they reduce the discounts. They reduce the discounts, and they, somewhere the sale price was, the amount of the products that was increased, they reduced their discounts, so that's why their commission also increased some, at some level. However, I feel that, even today, the prices are like very low. We used to get discounts at very restaurants, so that was there, that is here, like this time as well. But what was there at introduction stage? Introduction stage, Zomato didn't think about their profit. They were just trying to establish themselves between the people in the market. So they did a lot of marketing expenditure. They tried to establish by giving a product at a very discounted rate, and they didn't care about the profit. So this is the thing which used to be in the introduction stage. So again, what used to be there in the introduction stage, we do not care about the profit too much. We do not care. We are ready to bear losses at the introduction stage. Why? Because our prime motive at the introduction stage is to establish ourselves between the people, to make people believe that our product is good. That is our prime motive at the introduction stage, because you might have heard a thing in the accounting as well, which is going concern concept, that we are not thinking that our like the life cycle of our company is this only. uh, Other than some of the specific projects which used to be there for a certain period of time, what used to be there, that our business will go long. The going concern is there. We do not think that our we will sell our product only up to 2023, and after that we'll close it. It is not like concepts. It is not like the thinking which used to be there in the mind of business. We always think that business should go long, very long. Even we do not think how long, but I can say, it should never end. This is only going concern concept, that that the business is a going concern. It do not closes. It doesn't close basically. So this is what the introduction stages, that we think that we first need to establish ourselves in the market without concerning about the profit. Just make people aware about the product. Just make people aware that yes, we are here in the market. So this is the introduction stage, where somewhere the I can this is more, we somewhere say that the uh, sale is increasing very slowly. This is introduction. Now what happened? Then growth happens. This is the, uh, just a second. This is the growth stage. So what used to be there in the growth stage? In growth stage, the like we have done a lot of expenditure in the introduction stage on all the things, like advertisement, discounts. We have even compromised our profit to establish ourselves in the market. Now this is the time to get the return. So in growth stage, definitely the advertisement is still here, the discounting is still here, but we have achieved that position in the market that we always already always required. Like whatever advertisement we have done, whatever discounting we have done, we have got the profit of this, and that's why the sale keeps increasing in this period, the growth period. But still, you know since I said the business is a going concern concept, it doesn't end on one day. So that's why what is our prime thinking during this growth stage, that however we are doing very well, but we still need to do well. So definitely the advertisement expenditure is still here in the growth stage, but not that much that used to be like in the introduction stage. So in growth stage, advertisement would be here, some of the discountings would be here, but lower than the introduction stage, because we are now thinking about our profit. At growth stage, we started earning profit. Okay, and the profit at a higher level, because the sale continuously increases, and with this profit also increases. Now we have reduced our expenses, our advertisement and the marketing expenses. We have increased ourselves, so definitely there would be more profit. Now there would be a maturity stage. After that, there would be maturity stage. Now what is the maturity stage? After reaching a certain level, profit again becomes somewhere, like it increases, it still increases, but it increases at a very lower rate. Because we have reached that level where we always wanted to be. We have reached a certain level, I can say, where the organization is now mature. The organization is now at that point, at the peak point, I can say. So this is the maturity stage. Now what used to happen? The profit always remain maximum at this point. At this point, profit remains maximum. Competition is more. Why? Because when we have introduced something, we are growing with this. Oh, okay, and our growth is also good. What used to happen? The competitor enters in the market. Competitor enters, and with the competitor, when the competitor enter, they also perform this introduction stage, growth stage. The competitor also perform. Now what happened? When we reaches to the maturity stage, the competitor can be somewhere between growth and maturity. Okay, so competitors are increasing. Competitor, like we have a lot of competition in the market at the maturity stage. Okay, so with why? So that's why I can say, when we have the competition, our sales somewhere become, I can say, a stable sale. I cannot say it's increasing drastically. I cannot say it goes down, but it somewhere become a lenient one. Okay, so that's what happened in the maturity stage. We record profits, we record very good amount of profit at the maturity stage. But again, what used to be there now, since competitors are there in the market in the maturity stage, what is our responsibility in the maturity stage? Continuously change yourself. Okay, because when the I can say competitors are coming, they come with this superb technology, superb discounts, and all those things. Now what happened in the maturity stage? In maturity stage, what business used to do, they, the advertisement expenditure used to be low, because you have your reputation in the market. Now you are at the peak level. You do not need to advertise much. I don't think there used to be the advertisement of Reliance. Like Geo is a new product, guys. Geo just started in 2000, I think 17 or 16 or 17. At that time Geo started. So Geo is now at a growth stage, I can say. It's not yet at maturity stage. That's why it's doing somewhere advertisement. It's coming with new products. You can say Geo Fiber is there. Okay, and all those things, new product, Geo Postpaid, and it's coming with a new product. So it's still doing the advertisement because the new products are coming, and Geo is between growth and maturity. It's not completely mature. It cannot be said completely mature. So advertisement expenditure used to be there. But if you can remember, when Geo was launched, what was there? What Geo did? They gave free data to everyone. They gave free data for around, I can say, 5 months was there when they gave free data. And okay, and the Shah Rukh Khan was there, the brand ambassador of this Geo. So definitely Shah Rukh Khan must be charging very high amount from the people. Geo did a lot of, I can say, advertisement. They gave their SIM free with every mobile that time. So at that introduction stage, Geo did a lot of expenditure. At the growth stage, what used to be there, they ended up the free plan. They started with the very small amount. You can say at the very beginning, they used to give, I think, at 300 rupees for 3 months, the unlimited calling and 4G data. So that time it was at a growth stage because they have done introduction very, at a very massive stage. They suddenly make themselves introduced in the people, but still, since they were in growth stage, they still continue doing advertisement, discounting, marketing. So the prices were kept low that time at the growth stage. So that time, what was there? The prices were around 300. They were giving 84 days internet and calling facilities to people. Okay, so that was the growth stage. Okay, one thing I recommend you, whenever there would be any question on these type of topics, no, I would recommend you to write some practical life example which I'm giving you. Okay, so you understood the growth stage of Geo. Now I can say the Geo, you know, the Geo SIM card or Geo prepaid is somewhere between growth and maturity. Okay, it's completely not mature in my opinion. It's not at the complete maturity stage. But since Geo is coming with the new products, I already told you Geo postpaid is there, Geo fiber, Geo Wi-Fi, and everything. So those products are at the introduction stage. I would not say proper introduction because it has the name of Geo with them. Okay, Geo already has their establishment in the market now, so they are not at a complete introduction stage, but somewhere between introduction and growth. Because as the name of Geo is attached with the Geo fiber, I can say it somewhere is already established, definitely a new product, but somewhere people have the name of, since people know the name of the Geo, so it's somewhere between introduction and growth. So what I feel that now Geo do not need to do much advertisement of Geo fiber and Geo Wi-Fi. They just need to make people aware that yeah, we are coming with this product. This product is giving that much of benefits. But now Geo do not need to, distribute the free Wi-Fi boxes or give the free Wi-Fi connections to people to establish themselves, because Geo is already established in the market now. Okay, so this is the thing. Just a second, just a second. So we were discussing Geo. So since Geo is already established, they do not need to do much expenditure now on these new products. Okay, so I hope you have understood the introduction stage, the growth stage, and the maturity stage. Now, the last stage is the decline stage. Now, what is there in the decline stage? In decline stage, what used to be there, that our product is now, the reason might be that the technology is outdated. That might be a reason of decline stage. People are no more interested in our product. And decline, decline, this life cycle, the introduction to decline, you cannot say this is of 3 year or 4 year, 5 year. It takes hundreds of years. If I talk about Nokia, so you can say when the Nokia was started, it grew. The growth was immense. It was at a maturity stage, but as Android is introduced in the market, Nokia didn't plan to go with the Android, and then the decline phase started. Okay, then this phase started, this decline phase. So I can say that these things happen in the market in any product line. So I hope you have you have an knowledge about the decline phase of Nokia, when Nokia, decided to not to adopt the Android. Then these new brands, Samsung, Vivo, Oppo, these new brands evolve in the market because they grab this opportunity to go ahead with Android. And you know, with the time, Nokia was just making the keep it phones and the Windows phone, but they couldn't give the feature like Android uh, uh, to people. So now we somewhere, Nokia is used as a satire now, like we used to say na, this is Nokia 1100. So Nokia is somewhere used as satire that Nokia is a very stable phone. I can say very that time Nokia was a kind of phone which I can say which was having a very powerful body. Okay, but since it didn't match the technology changes, it didn't move ahead with the technology changes, it declined with the time. Now, many other reasons might be there of decline. Okay, like we couldn't match the competition which is there in the market. Okay, so with the time we somewhere decline. This I was saying about this period, this introduction to decline. It might take hundreds and hundreds years, and for some of the products, some of the businesses, it might be for few months or the years. I can say if I take an example in the Zomato line only, I can take the example of Food Panda. Okay, so if you have heard the Food Panda, I don't think the Food Panda is working much now, or Food Panda has any like any time attained that level which could have been there. Even they did advertisement, they did everything, but since they didn't match the competition, okay, so their decline stage came very early. Somewhere, they might started growing, and that at certain point they couldn't move ahead that point, and after that the decline phase started. So that was about Food Panda. So these type of things were there, like with the, I can say, I gave the example of Zomato, Zio, Food Panda, Tata, and not Tata, I would say Reliance, Nokia, and everything. So I really want you guys to use these kind of examples in the you know in the exam. Now, let's discuss some more about this growth stage, maturity stage, decline stage, introduction stage, because I really feel that this topic is very much easy. So you cannot afford any kind of mistake in these topics. You know. So what are the characteristics of this if of this, I can say, uh, introduction stage? What are the characteristics? So I told you that high promotional expenditure used to be there. Okay, I can say marketing expenditure. I'm again repeating the things basically. So promotional expenditure is high, marketing expenditure is high, the sale volume used to be low. The prices used to be low because we wanted to establish ourselves between the product. Okay, we might use many of the marketing channels. You guys know, basically competitors during this stage might be low. If we are introducing the product in the market, then the competition would definitely be low. Okay, when Ola was introduced, Ola was the only platform which was there in India. Like I don't think Uber, I think Uber started later than Ola. So Ola was the only platform in India which was providing rent a cab facility. So due to that, what was there? The competition was not there. But still, Ola needed to make people aware that yes, there are these kind of facilities are here in India where you can book a cab, you can go anywhere with the minimal charges. I can say with the charges almost equal to auto. So uh, these are the characteristics of the introduction stage, where if we are introducing with a new product, the competition would be low. But if we are coming in existing market, the competition would definitely be high. Suppose now, if any kind of new food delivery app comes, then what it needed to do? It needed to, work very hard to establish in this market. Okay, they needed to do a lot of promotion, advertisement, discounting, everything they needed to do. Okay, so these are the characteristics of introduction stage. Uh, what you want in the introduction stage. You do not try to make profit in this stage, but try to attract people towards you. Now, the second stage is growth stage. Now, growth stage, that the sale keeps on increasing. but the advertisement expenditure keeps on decreasing. So this is the thing at the growth stage. With the maturity stage, I have already told you things that maturity, like profit, either it used to be either it is somewhere stable, or it is like earlier, or I can say it's somewhere is lenient, or it started decline. Now, since the competition is high, you need to make some of the research, you need to develop your product so that you can still be there in the market. Now, since it is in maturity stage, you cannot, uh, you do not want it to do more marketing, because you are already established in the market. But the one thing about the maturity stage is competition is would definitely be high. If you have started a new product and you have reached at a maturity stage, the competition would definitely be high. Even for Geo now, the competition is high, because merging of all the companies, Vodafone, Idea, I can say Aircel, Airtel, these companies have merged to compete with Geo. Okay, so at the maturity stage, the competition would be high. And last stage is decline stage. So at the decline stage, I hope you guys know what used to be there. So at decline stage, profit started decline, the sale volume started decline. Okay, and technology, the reason might be the technology changes, and it might be consumer do not want your product more because they have found some more some better alternative, I can say. And suppose in future, if it's just an example, suppose some kind of specs, and the I can say the headphone or the specs is launched, which is having a mobile feature. I'm just assuming, I'm just just making the examples. Let's suppose some of those type of things are launched in the future, that specs is there which would work like mobile, and a headphone would be there. So if these products are having the capability of replacing the mobile completely, in that case I can say either the companies would shift to that product, and if they do not want to shift to that product, they will, I mean, they will somewhere they'll reduce the they will record the lower sale, and with the time the decline stage would start, and the company would the end phase of company will come. So this is basically the decline stage. I hope you have understood all those you know uh, top all these things related to the phases of any product life cycle. Now, you know, a very good summary of this is all these four stages is given the CA final study book. So I just wanted to show you once. This is basically a summarization of what we have discussed. And this is like nothing new is given. So just go through it once, because I really like it. Uh, like all these things. If you read this one page, uh, then you can easily grasp the thing when when you're going for the exam. If you read this one page, you can the things would be refreshed in your mind. So what are the characteristics? So at the introduction stage, growth stage, maturity, and decline, objective is to create product awareness, because we wanted to make people aware of our product. The sale would be low, cost would be high because our marketing costs would be more, or I can say the discounts would be more, our promotional expenditure would be more, the profit would be negative, definitely. Customer would be innovator. Why innovator? Because they wanted to go with some new product. Suppose when Zomato came in the market, those who are who have the conservative ideology, they would not shift to Zomato, because they might have the feeling that like they why how can they sell the product at a very lower rate? There is some kind of kuch to gadbad hai, these type of things. People might be thinking that selling the product at very lower rate is not possible. So if the people is having the conservative ideology, they would not somewhere go to the Zomato when it is newly started. But the people who are innovator, they will go to that. Now the competitor would few. The competitor would be few if you are having the new launching in the market, or the product which you are launching is not already available in the market. Now the second stage is the growth stage. At the growth stage, what is my objective? We wanted to grasp the market. Okay, the sale is rapidly rising. We have understood that point. The cost is average cost per consumer. Why? Because sale, I can say the advertisement cost declines, but still it is there. And since the sale is keep increasing, the variable cost is also increasing, because it is there. When sale increases, the variable cost increases. So that's why we are saying average. The profit is rising profit, because sale increases, the profit increases. The customers are the early adapters, and the competitor growing number. Definitely. The maturity stage, we wanted to maximize our profit. The sale is at the highest level. The cost is low, because advertisement cost is not there. Definitely the R&D cost is there, but sale has reached at that point where the fixed cost is very less. In comparison to sale, the fixed cost is very less. Definitely, the as the sale increases, the variable cost increases, but fixed cost is, it is always, it used to be, it is stagnant somewhere. Fixed costs do not increase when the sale volume increases. So when, if the sale has reached at some higher level, at a peak level, then the fixed cost would be somewhere low. I hope you have understood the things, that when sale is at a peak point, the variable cost is also increasing with the sale. But definitely, if the contribution would also be here, but since the fixed cost would be same, even at a growth stage or a maturity stage, the fixed cost would be same. So if we reduces a same fixed cost, I can say lower fixed cost from the our total contribution, the profit would be high, because contribution is high. So that's why at the maturity stage, the profit used to be high. The customer is like, this is basically the type of customer, like what type of customer would be there. And the competitor, definitely, uh, competitors are very high. But now, since it's at the maturity stage, the people might be thinking about the new product, and decline, like expenditure declines because sale declines, and cost also declines. So these type of things are here. Now the strategies, you can read the strategies. We have already done these things. Okay, what would be the product strategy, the price strategy, the advertisement strategy, the distribution strategy, and the sale promotion strategy? We have already done this. Now these things, I hope you guys know what are the characteristics of product life cycle. We have already done the things. The benefits of PLC, because at the when we compare the when we see the product life cycle, we can easily estimate at the very beginning point that whether we need to start it or not. How would be the long-term reward from this product? So I hope you have understood the base of this concept. Now you can easily go through this. There would not be any issue. Now, uses of product life cycle, it's a planning tool. I have already told you how it's a planning tool, because at the very beginning we can estimate what would be the future, and with this we can easily plan the things. Now we can control the things, and definitely the forecast the things. Now let's see from CMA final study material as well whether there's something new in this. So we have done the phases, we have done the characteristics, the benefits, the importance. There's nothing new. I hope you can easily do the importance of product life cycle as well, because the time based analysis is here. Like as per the time, like we can easily establish the stages. The time based analysis, basically the stages, the different stages we can predict. The overall cost analysis we can do. Pre-production analysis we can do, effective pricing design, everything. This is very easy thing. So basically we have completed the product life cycle in theory, but I definitely there might the practical questions, the numerical questions might also be there in the exam related to product life cycle. So what I'm planning in today's class, we'll do one question which is there in CA final study material related to product life cycle. And in next lecture, we'll do a few questions from CMA final study material related to product life cycle. And with this, we'll sum up this topic. So today we are doing this topic, this question only, this question number 3, illustration 3. I think there is only third and fourth. So fourth can be said as a theoretical question. Okay. So there's only one question which we can do here. And other than that, if you go to this topic, I can say test your knowledge part. Just a second. So some questions are here as well in test your knowledge. 4, 5, 6. The three questions are here in test your knowledge section related to product life cycle. But if you see, the answers are also given here. So look, the answer for this question is also given, but since I've explained you the things very, very much, I really want you guys to solve this topic, because this is, it's specifically written here. If you can see, test your knowledge, not mine. Okay, it's testing of your knowledge. So just read the question which is given over here once. Just try to solve this. If you can easily solve this, it's very nice. If you cannot, just let me know. Come to me with a specific question like this is the problem I'm facing. I can make a video and upload here as well related to that question if you are having any kind of problem. So guys, today what we are doing, we are doing this question today in this lecture. Okay. And in next lecture, we'll do a few questions from CMA final study material here in the class. And rest of the question would be the homework. The test your knowledge section in CA final is definitely homework. And what would be the homework from CMA final, I would tell you in the next lecture. So let's read it once. So in WM Limited, the OB equipment is about to be replaced either by CF system. Just a second, I hope you can see this. So in WM Limited, the OB equipment is about to be replaced either by CF system or by OS system. The finance cost 12% a year and other estimated costs are as follows. Okay. So basically, we are comparing two systems, CF and OF. We are given the initial cost of CF and OF and annual operating cost of CF and OF. Okay. If the company expected the new system to last at least 12 years, which system should be chosen? Comment. Okay. So let's go to the our sheet. Just a second. So it's question 1 from here, final study material related to life cycle costing. Now let's draft the question here. One is the CF and another version is the OF. The initial cost is given. It is 28,000 and 40,000, and annual operating cost, it is 24,000 per annum. If you see annual, so it would occur every year, and 18,000 per annum. Now, rate of return, it is given to us, it is 12%. Just a second. It is 12%. Yes. And the life cycle of product would be 12 year. So what we needed to do, we need to compare on the basis of cost that which product would be better on the basis of cost. Why basis of cost only? Because we are given only cost. So now answer for CF and OF. Now initial cost, there would not be any discounting in initial cost. I hope you guys know what is discounting. I'll tell you once again, just a second. 28 and 40. Now annual operating cost. Look, what is there that every year in the future, we will have the operating cost of 24,000 and 18,000. But what would be the cost today? What would be the cost today? So what we needed to do, we needed to bring this value of future years at the present time. I'll explain you. I'll explain you here. Just a second. I hope most of the people have understood this thing. So what is there? There is 4 years. Sorry, 12 years. And every year, the expenditure, suppose I'm talking specifically about CF. So expenditure is 24, 24, 24K, 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 and so on. Now in 0 year, like today, we are having an expenditure of 28K. Now, but since today we are deciding today whether we need to adopt it or not. So what we needed to do, we needed to bring this value here, bring this value here. At what rate? At 12%. So what used to be there when you go for loan, what used to be there? Like suppose you are taking the loan of 28,000. So what would be there at the banker tell you, suppose you are taking the loan of 1 year only. So bank is saying that 10% is the interest rate. So what bank is telling you basically that after 1 year, when will return me the loan, just give me 28K plus 10%. Okay. In the same way, if I am saying this 24K is this value, if this 24K is basically, I can say 1.1 time of uh, whatever the amount initially, the 1.1 time of this value, it is this 24K. So what is the initial amount? It will be 24K divided by 1.1. So basically we are bringing this value at the beginning by dividing it with the rate of return. I hope you have understood the things now. Okay. And there used to be some calculator tricks as well. Uh, I'm not able to find the calculator. In next lecture, I'll tell you. There used to be some calculation tricks. Like what is there? If you guys have calculator, just do 1 divided by 1.12. 1 divided by 1.12. Most of the people know this thing, I know, but for those who do not know. Okay. And press the equal sign 12 times. and then there used to be the sum total key as well in the calculator. So grand total used to be there. So after pressing it 12 times, just press the grand total button. Then you will get a value and multiply that value with this amount, 24. So it's called the present value of annuity factor, present value annuity factor, PVAF. So what is the PVAF of 12% for 12 years? I am copying it from the solution because I do not have calculator right now, but I really want you guys to, have a good grip over the calculator, because calculator is going to be your friend in the examination. So have a good grip over calculator, understand some of the short tricks of questions, uh, so that you can easily calculate the things. Now, what is the present value of annuity factor? It is 6.194 multiplied by how much? 24,000. And 6.194 multiplied by 18,000. Now, what is the value? Just a second. So it is 148,656. 148,656 and 6.194 multiplied by 18,000. It is 111,492. 111,492. Now, what is the total? It would be 151,492, and it would be 28 at 56, 76, 176, 656. So which product is good? OF is good. OF is better because it is having less initial cost. So since OF, the second one, OF, it is having less initial cost at the beginning, it is having less cost. What we apply, what would be our suggestion? Our suggestion would be adopt this product, adopt OF. Okay, so this solution is done. So let me write one line. Better to go with, better to adopt OF because it is giving additional saving of whatever amount. Just calculate, just deduct this from this and write it over here. So guys, we have done one question from CA final study material related to life cycle costing. All other questions related to life cycle costing in the CA final study material, it is homework. I want you guys to do definitely. For any problem, just let me know. In next lecture, what we'll do, we'll solve a few questions from CMA final study material related to this life cycle costing. And with this, our topic would be completed. Definitely, you guys have my mail ID. For any doubt, just let me know. So this is all from my side for the day. Have a very nice day. Uh, Stay safe and bye bye.